All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two beautiful pieces right over here for a quick comparison, and I really hope you're gonna enjoy this because it was kind of hard to source these two bad boys, and especially this one, it wasn't cheap to be honest. But anyways, check out the comment section. If it's empty, just fill it up with your thoughts. Just express yourself. And if you don't see, like if you see subscribe, it means you aren't subscribed to this channel. So just smash that button so you're gonna get some notifications when something is up. So you know what else? You can check fablades.com, see what is going on there, and let me know. But now we are here to check what is going on over here. And here, guys, we got two beautifully designed by Sinkevich knives. We got the Coordinal made by Shirogorov, and we got the 0542 made by ZT. Russian and US made knives. This is 0442TI because there's a carbon fiber version. There's various versions, but I wanted to find a titanium version to match kind of this titanium version here from Shirogorov, and just to do a quick comparison. So for this, Jan has to receive a huge acknowledgement because he sent this guy in just for me to be able to compare it to this guy and for you guys to enjoy this comparison, because there's none in-depth comparison between these two fellas online. So I thought, yeah, let's do it, even if it's going to be costly. I don't care. I love these two pieces, so let's go ahead and start. So first of all, we got to check the dimension overall. So what you see here is just like some oil. Don't worry about that. So let's do centimeters. Shirogorov Coordinal is going to be 22.5 centimeters, and the ZT is going to be 23.5. So you get 1 centimeter more of knife. And you can see it's a little bit bigger. The design is pretty much the same. Of course, there are some differences, and we're gonna check them all. Let's start from the handle. The milling is really different. Of course, you got a pretty much identical outline. There's some little bit of differences right over here in the bottom of the handle. There is a little bit shorter side over here and a little bit longer side for this stuff. Obviously, the ZT is sporting a couple of holes, and which are to me like detrimental to the overall cleanliness of the show side design, to allow for a reversible pocket clip, so you can do ambidextrous clip placement. You cannot do tip down, obviously, just tip up carry only. In the Coordinal, you do not have that option. And of course, because the clip is very different, and of course, because they didn't want to ruin this beautifully cleaned and milled, 3D milled show side scale. This is as 2D milling, as some chamfer on the sides with a micro milling going on, but this surface is flat and stone washed. This is not, this is 3D milled. So keep in mind, this is from 2012. So 11 years ago. This guy came out the next year and won, I believe, the Blade of the Year. So there's a year apart, but there's light years apart in technology, in beauty. I mean, this is a fantastic knife. Don't get me wrong, guys, but this is next level. This is another realm completely. So beside, 2D, 3D, kind of almost no milling except for this micro milling. And this is like fantastic 3D milling. Look at this, just nuts. You have, of course, different pivot. They are both two tones. This is just satin and black. This is, let's say, satin and blue anodized, kind of like creating this faux color effect. And you have kind of like the same amount of chamfering around the handle. On the back, of course, you notice another big difference. You get 6 pins on the coordinal and the backspacer. On the ZT, you get 2 standoffs, which are screwed in by these T5 or T6 Torx bit screw, whereas here you have a Sinkevich proprietary bit like you get on the pivot. Whereas here you get just a regular Torx on the lock side for the pivot. Another little difference, of course, is the lock bar design. As you can see, there's a different design. They're both screwed in from the outside. There's a little bit of a dovetail kind of thing going on the Shirogorov, and the ZT just like flat with a wider cut. From this angle, you can see and appreciate the difference in the jimping. This is an effective jimping, this is less effective. You get jimping on top on the ZT, and you get just a regular not jimped blade for the Shirogorov. Also, the let me check actually, because I don't know. Let me see, the stock thickness on the ZT is 3.9 millimeters, and here you get 3.9 millimeters, so they are the same. Let's see, one little detail that I just missed for you guys. So I was saying you get 2 standoffs on the ZT, you get a backspacer and pin, and you come up with the Shiro, and you see that there's a moon glow. So that is, you can put it under the light. Now, of course, there's too much light going on here, so you got to be in the dark, but trust me, this glows in the dark, and it's like a little fantastic detail that's just crazy. They are both sporting a lanyard hole option, but the ZT is just circular, and the Coordinal has more like an oval shape, so a little bit different. Of course, you get a very similar blade shape, S35 VN steel for the ZT and the ZDP for the Shirogorov. The grind are different. I don't know if you can appreciate this. This is kind of like almost like a satin polish, this Shiro, and this is just, you see the belt grind lines going on, all right? The swedge, how it's done over here, it's a little bit more crisp than this one, which is just more rounded off. Here you get this not like a reverse thumb ramp, it just goes down like over here, but this is much more effective on the Shiro. You get another difference, you get to see, maybe from like this perspective. So they both are sporting skeletonized show side, but only the Shiro has skeletonized lock side, and not only lock side. Also, the lock bar here has been skeletonized. Look at that. Not everybody is able to do that. Of course, this area, no, because it's like too thin. You get the Shirogorov logo right over there. You get the MRBS logo for Sinkevich right there. You get the Sinkevich design logo right over here. And that is for all the inscriptions on the inside. You have 0 billboarding on the blade on the Shiro, and you get, of course, the classic ZT billboarding on both sides, and again, sterile looking blade for the Shiro. Let's check the weight, because there's going to be a little bit of difference, of course, not only because of the side, but there's the skeletonization, a little bit of spacer there. So let's see, 5.04 for the ZT, and you get 4.54 for the Shirogorov. Huh? So not half an ounce, but still you can feel that this is a heavier knife. So another thing like really to notice is the action, guys. And this is going to be very hard for me to translate, but this thing, when it closes, is just like this. So I can do like this, which is crazy, right? Whereas this guy, so there's the detent here, you see? I have to wiggle a little bit. Not much, because of course this just goes down, but it needs a little bit of wiggle. This guy has the hydraulic shot that Shiro kind of spoiled me with this kind of action, so I can notice that. The detent is very good on both, really, really similar, and I'm impressed with this guy 100%. Ergonomically speaking, they are both fantastic for a larger hand. I would say that this is just perfect. It's a perfect fit for my hand. This also it is, but I have a little bit more room left here, so this feels a little bit more snug, and in my hand, it's just perfect. This might not work for you because you're gonna have likely different hands than mine, but again, ergonomics, stellar, like ridiculously good. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of other minute details that I will be missing, I am sure. For example, like you see the lock bar relief cut is different. It's thinner on this guy, just a little bit wider on this fella. They have both like safely centered blade. Action is both gorgeous. You know, it's yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Let me know if I missed anything. Well, the price I missed. This is $1,000 and this is probably $250. So yeah, that's another difference as well. And still, both are fantastically designed knife, which I truly love. Sinkevich design, Shirogorov, and ZT. There you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.